Hello everyone, and welcome back to Morrowind. Now before we begin, I'd just like to point something out. I'm a lot richer now. This is because 2 assassins attacked me while I was recharging my magicka. Dark Brotherhood ones, I killed them, took their loot, and sold them. This is also why I have not sold my gems or other valuable alchemical ingredients on the grounds of, well... I blew out the cash of everyone who actually buys things. If you want to, you can read these. I'll pause for a bit so you know you can see them. You come back to him later, he'll give you a key for Arcthond. It lets you get into some of the lockpicked areas I picked. But we had scrolls.
I suppose I have a moment. What?
Now we need to go to Caius Cosades. Caius Cosades. I am never going to be able to get anything's name right in this game. Seems to be the curse. I suppose there are worse Let's Play curses to have. Yeah. Anyway. Walked along. It's a lot easier to run around tomorrow and the higher your athletics gets. You can go seriously fast at high speed in athletics. Alright. Yep, we'll find out why they want to burn her. It's not just because fantastic racism or anything. There's actually a reason they want to set her on. The temple would want to set her on fire if they found out what she did. $5 says we're going to help her. Or 5 septums, I suppose, because fiction currencies. Admittedly, we could have technically done her errand earlier, but I didn't want to spoil it. Yep.
Don't press your luck.
It's one of the reasons I haven't been talking much, because I know a lot about the really cool background stuff, like Vivek and House Dagoth and all that. But right now, a lot of my knowledge would be very spoilery. Which makes me sad, because I like talking about things. Well, things that I know about. But we can't. Sad.
My patience is limited.
She's a necromancer. You talk to her about the tomb, she'll give you a knife and some decent scrolls. Taldam Scorcher is an on-touch fire spell that is quite potent. Vitality is just a healing spell. Lasts a while, but isn't too strong in a burst, so use it after battles. And we're going to sell the fire blade before we get moving.
What assistance do you need?
And take the Silt Strider to Satanine. Selling the fire blade on the grounds if it's a short sword. Well, a short sword is a pretty strong enchantment. 1 to 25 points of fire damage, but it's a short sword. So we couldn't hit shit with it. Also, it's an iron short sword,
Anything I can do for
you? Yeah. Let's see if I can get an extra gold coin out of you. No. Oh, yeah. Now we need to go to Satanine and go back to the Andrano Ancestral Tomb. We've already been there, but we didn't grab the quest item, and I specifically didn't show it off because, well, spoilers. Yeah. There are fairly good reasons to burn the lady alive. And honestly, I wouldn't be too objection to it if there's ever a quest that involves that, but there isn't. You don't want anyone to end up like Mannimarco, King of Worms. That is not a good way to live, and that is not a good way to die. Not a nice thing that happened to him at all. He may have become a god, but it was not a pleasant process. Frankly, that was not a good deal for what happened to him. Ugh. Ugh. The Andromeda Ancestral Tomb won't have any more enemies, but if you take this route, there is a good chance of an enemy spawn around here. As you can see, at this level, it was a scrib, which is completely non-hostile. However, it also has good loot as its thing. So, yeah. Anyway, Andromeda Ancestral Tomb is right around here. Go in, go down, go right, then left. Follow the corridor, continue to follow the corridor, continue to follow the corridor for quite a while, really. It's not there. Go downstairs, continue to follow the corridor, hang left, take a right to go down the stairs again. And here in this very bottom room, where we found a knife that I said was shit. Although it is pretty good if you're a short blade user, because damaging endurance and strength is pretty decent for attacking your enemies. But its value is 6, and I'm a long blade user, so it's useless. Next to that, you have a skull. Yep, now you can go back there. So, back to the Silt Strider. Go on Sedanine. It's pretty simple. I wish I had more to talk about in these old tombs, but they're honestly... There's not really much to these tombs. They're just ancestral tombs of the Dunmer folk. Really simple, really easy to understand. For gameplay purposes, they're loot boxes. Rat. So scary. So very scary. I am so afraid. And we continue walking. Ah, Cloma Forger. Stab. Ooh, you have loot. Yeah. After a while, you just get settled into a rhythm of stabbing people for their loot. And of course, there's no better reason to stab someone than their loot. Unless they're a dick. Then you should stab them. I'm going to take a pit stop by Aurel's trade house, because I believe she'll buy the potion ingredients I have, so... I can dump off my gems and raw glass, because I don't need either of those things.
Can we hurry this along?
Stop. I'll go as fast as I can, lady. Anyway, there's someone in Tribunal that can make glass into glass armor, but that's light armor. I'm heavy armor user. You get the point. Yep, you buy these things. Take my valuable junk. See if I get 4 more gold out of it. Goodbye. We are now 300 gold richer and several pounds lighter. Still not going to do the ring quest here, but Fargoth's ring is pretty easy to find. And really, why would you give up free healing? Like, that is one of the most useful things you can get in the game, free healing. Yes, yes, travel back to Balmora. Loading screen, loading screen.
Same low
Wow, that was fast. gonna go find Mage's Guild lady, who is a necromancer, and tell her, hey, we found you a skull. Try not to destroy the world and become like Mana Marco again. Seriously, dude was fucked up.
I'm waiting.
I got fucked too, and not in the squishy way.
What assistance do you need?
Yes, yes, here's the errand. Talk to her about the cult. Yeah. Most people will just call you a weirdo for mentioning the cult,
My patience is limited.
Yeah. Now we need to go back to Caius.
Speak,
So let's do
traveler.
that.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hello. You are not my lord. Heh. Now a crazy man has talked to us. Things are happening.
Speak, traveler. Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Yep, House Dagoth, the thing we were talking about with the Fighters Guild man. Now we know more about it. The sixth house is apparently rising and doing things. Worrisome. So now I'm a Blade's Apprentice, which means that we get 2 spell scrolls. These are pretty good for getting around if you know which temples are where. But it's kind of hard to keep track of for most people, and honestly for me too. They're good for an oh shit button though, as he says. Yep. Yeah, we have new orders to go to Vivek City. He'll tell you what they look like, but honestly, appearances in this game aren't exactly easy to tell, and you can just mouse over someone to magically learn their name.
Speak, traveler.
But now we're going to Vivek, one of the biggest cities in the game. Possibly the biggest if you don't count Tribunal, as Tribunal is entirely in one big city.
Speak, traveler.
Mournhold, City of Light, City of Magic. Ugh.
Yes.
The guards there say that line. They say it a lot. Goodbye, I don't care.
Too much, Outlander.
This or that, I'm going to go nap
May I
until
help you?
morning so we can see what the hell we're doing when we go to Vivek. Because you don't want to not be able to see what the hell you're doing. That's annoying. Rest for 9 hours. That'll take us to 7 a.m. Ah! This is also to do with the awakening of House Dagoth. These are the dreams the sleepers are hearing. However, we're not crazy mind-controlled people. Unless you count the man behind the screen as the mind-controlling of an innocent prisoner who is being forced into a grand destiny. But that's a debate for another time, once we complete the 36 sermons. Let's read this out. You had a disturbing dream. You can only recall one part. A tall figure with a golden mask led you among the dead as through a wedding celebration. You heard many voices, but no lips moved. You strained to breathe, but your chest didn't move. The tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed among them, laughing and joking, as if they were alive, but they made no reply. You tried to cry out, but without breath, your tongue fluttered in vain. Creepy shit! That can sum up that little dream very simply.
Do you need
Creepy
something?
shit. I believe it even updates your journal. Yep. With creepy dreams. The creepy dreams do cancel out the assassination, so if you have a creepy dream, you know there's not going to be someone trying to shank you. Or, honestly, it's less shanking you at this point and more trying to deliver you a lump sum of cash in the form of some very nice light armor. I'm never going to complain about someone giving me money. That'd be silly. Go to Vivek for 23 gold. It'll get cheaper if you have higher charisma and personality,
We make a special
but
trip just
I'm not
for
going to.
you. Say,
Vivek's right there. However, if we go right through here, we have a mine. I'm not going to go in here because it's just an egg mine. Egg mines are just full of Kwama. I don't believe that one has anything interesting, but something I felt I should show off nonetheless. Now let's enter Vivek. You know what? Just so you guys can see what it looks like in the day. Technically this is illegal, but whatever, I don't care. Yeah. Also so I can see where the hell I'm going. Because I have mentioned repeatedly, game can get dark. Nice banners. You may recognize that symbol if you ever played Skyrim, as it is the front cover symbol. What if there's a special name for front cover symbols? Besides front cover symbols, I mean. It can get a bit confusing to navigate around Vivek. Or Vivek. Also, you can say it either way. But it's workable. Foreign Quarter. Let's explore the Foreign Quarter. What's in here? I can immediately see Upper Wasteworks doors, which I don't care about too much. I bet these are Upper Wasteworks doors too, yep. Do you sell anything? Nothing I give a shit about. Wait, I can sell you my books! Let's try and get 2 more coins out of that. Yep, now we have a quest around here. This is why I talked to that guy. Also, hooray for bigotry! The guard weren't concerned when people from outside Morrowind were killed, but when 2 of their own died, they got pissy! Special help sounds like it'd be us, but we're not going to do that yet. Let's let more guards die. There's an enchanter in here. Just gonna show off them. I'm gonna often try and make him leave. If you do, she'll sell you things. Let's see if there's anything good in here. Because sometimes enchanted weapons can be quite decent. These are randomly generated though, so yeah. Nothing worth bothering with. Is there any enchanted armor that's any good? Or enchanted... Ah, that's a good one. This is good for getting around, so I'm going to buy it. It's only 10 gold, too, so I think it's worth it. Especially since you don't even have an enchanted amulet. They're also selling soul gems, but we don't need soul gems. Lots and lots of scrolls. Lots of damage attribute scrolls. Drathis Soul Rot is ridiculous. It basically just nukes your enemy down and freezes them. It absolutely screws them. It's great. Basically anything with Paralyze screws your opponent. Red Death is good because of the absorption function. The Red X series of scrolls are all absorbs. Scroll of Restoration, again, one of the best scrolls there is. I'm not going to buy any because I'm cheap. Scrolls of the Ninth Barrier are very worth it. That poison will sting a bit, but 35 points and that much elemental resistance is very good. As you can see, there are lower versions. Tenior's Hop Toad is good for getting around, but again, not going to bother. That's pretty good for canceling out mages, but again, I'm just going to buy the amulet. I'm going to put it on, just so, you know,
game.
stuff. So, let's get out of here, shall we? Or perhaps we should explore down here. A 100 level lock and an 80 level lock. There is no way we're going to open these. Very strong locks. We could ask them about the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, now I can talk to this guy and ask him to politely leave. We can actually fix this. Just not now. What do you... Alright, you're the book lady. Goodbye. Yeah, the side corridors are where you actually find, you know, your shops. That main square area, you might find a few people like that lady who can barter with, but... yeah. The doors to the inns are always exits to the external area itself. Just so you know.
Speak, traveler.
The guards here are ordinators.
Let's
They're
not
much more
make this
dangerous.
official, Outlander. Move along.
Don't muck with them. They can kick your ass. There's even worse ones in, or possibly better ones, depending on how you look at it, in Morrowind called the Hands of Almalexia, and they are bastard-coated bastards with bastard filling if you fight them. Honestly, there's not much really worth noting in the foreign quarter. You could go into the canal works, which is basically the sewers, but the only things down there right now are kind of scary and will get assigned to us later. So let's see where we need to go. Ah, we need to go to the Black Shulk one. Which is actually in here, so I was wrong. We do, in fact, need to do things. Black Shulk Corner Club, right over there. Ordinators don't like you if you're not a Dunmer. Yep, he has a play. I just talked to that guard because of that, and to show that they have very low opinion of you because you're not a Dunmer. Playing as a Dunmer does get you some advantages with talking people in this game, but...
Go ahead.
This guy just sells booze and food. We don't need to give a shit about him. We're seeing racism in action. Filthy
Summoned
lizard.
by another. Questions again.
Yep.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Yep, if we talk to them... Yep.
What, Outlander?
Bigots.
Why do you disturb me?
Technically, they're pretty good at being in the shop in the swamp, but yeah. Now, we will get in a fight here, but I've got a very strong weapon, so... We're taking some weakness to shock, but I don't really care about that. The Morrowind member is also a very good fighter, frankly. Not the most optimal solution, but not exactly difficult. Very nice because they're valuable. Nothing good there. His steel short sword is actually okay value. The steel Tonto is actually pretty bad value, but steel throwing stars are definitely not. Yep, it's just the opposite side, and the only reason he had to deal with that was because they were racist idiots. You'd think after shanking that he could just shank one of them and, you know, they'd leave. Technically, we did besmirch his honor slightly because, well, he's a paid assassin, and killing without payment is, you know, unethical, traveler. I guess? Honestly, I've never gotten that line of logic, but, eh. Fictional people tend to be weird. People tend to be weird, frankly. Here's Jobasha's rare books. Yeah, Dagothar is basically Satan to these guys. His actual story is a bit more complex, but that's what he is to these guys. Fantasy Satan. He has a bunch of notes. We can read these. And honestly,
seeks answers.
Actually, you know what? False Incarnate. Yep. They're basically just liars. He does sell journeyman's probes and lockpicks, and actually, what's the probe stockpile look like right now? We have an apprentices and a journeyman's. We have a decent supply, but let's buy one of each. Never hurts to have more of these. Interesting. Yep, the Ordinators are basically the Templars of this area. As in Knight Templars, not like the Assassin's Creed ones. Yep. He's basically going, I didn't want them to die, but they were assholes, so I'm not too sad about it. Now, before we talk to Jobasha, who knows quite a bit, we want to look around here, because there are a lot of because there are a fair few skill books sneakily hidden around. For example, some books will just tell you about the various things, and you do want to read those if you don't know it. Like that one would have told you about the undead. Medium armor. I don't give a shit. Terrible, terrible thing. Religious book there. Coordinator for a reason. Not seen anything. Skill book to be identified by a very high value. Most of these are like, oh my god, he has most of a dance and fire. Yep. Like I said, plenty of skill books are around here. I have never figured out what that means. If someone knows what Ingasta Kivata Kivakis actually has a meaning for, Please do tell me. I never really looked it up, but I've always been curious. He also has a lineware platter if you're willing to do things, but yeah. Excuse me for a moment, I need to go answer the phone. Apologies for that. I would have canceled the recording, however, this is the 4th time I have recorded and gotten interrupted by someone talking. So at this point, I am so frustrated that you get to hear me talk to other people. Well, alright, you're people too, probably. I might be speaking to aliens on the internet, and this is all a great illusion of my mind. But you're probably people. Your boss actually knows quite a bit, but he's very quiet right now because he doesn't trust me too much.
Let's not make this official, Outlander. Move along.
Yeah, they don't like you, so you get things like, I ask myself, do I like you enough to tell you about this? There's a subtle implication here. They don't like you very much. Then they call you friend, which is probably sarcastic because they're jackasses. Goodbye. We need to go to St. Olms and the temple compound. There's an alchemist there, but we don't really care. Apothecary is basically an alchemist with a lot of healing potions.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
That's it. You sell things. What do you sell? You sell potions. I don't give a shit about you. You sell spells, actually. Mark! We needed that quite badly, because we already have recall, so now we have both of them. This is very useful for getting around to certain places, and will save a lot of travel time and coin. What do you sell? Alchemical shit. I don't care. So I have a full set of journeyman's equipment, and you don't sell anything better than that. Also high-end alchemical equipment is expensive as all balls.
Khajiit has no time for you.
What do you sell? Miscellaneous crap. Goodbye the torches, but we have 7. 7 torches. Plenty.
If you're here.
Now the world map will show you that where various chunks of the city of Vivek are, because it's actually divided into various, well, chunks. We're in the foreign quarter right now. Basically in the upper area of the foreign quarter. As you can see, there's another one. Yeah, basically all the quarters are like the size of Balmore at a minimum. You got good enough acrobatics, you just jump all the way down there, but right now, we don't. And as I don't want to die, yeah. However, most people never go to the plazas or even know they exist.
I'm waiting.
Let's go to the 5X Guild Mage and see if they have any good spells. You actually technically been here already. But, eh. Weapons, Viper Blade, blah 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 blah. Nothing I give a fuck about. Don't care, really don't care, really don't care. Could not care less. Goodbye. You're terrible and I don't care about you. You sell spells. You don't sell any spells to me because I'm not part of your faction. You can join the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild, I believe. I don't believe they have any conflicts, but I'm not going to join the Mages Guild on the grounds of I want to stab things, don't want to magic things. Is there anything worth stealing in here? Expensive pants. Lots of expensive clothing in here. I am tempted, but I will not. Because I do not want to anger the Mages Guild, as mages are one of the things that are really good at whooping your ass.
Quickly, Outlander.
You are irrelevant and boring. Alchemy skill up from a game at dinner. Yep, there's a skill book there. Expensive things. Really, in 5X, there's a lot of expensive clothes that you can grab and sell if you're a good thief. I'm not a good thief. I'm just a guy. Goodbye. Alchemist here, I'm willing to bet. Yep. With some Masters quality stuff, and a full set of it is at that, but, honestly, with our low alchemy skill, it's just not worth it. So then you notice that a lot of books will give you little alchemical recipes, but you have to remember them yourself. The game doesn't, like, store them. Which is kind of annoying. But, let's go back to Balmora. I know it sounds weird, but we can always get back to 5X very quickly now with the teleporter. And honestly, for cheaper than the Silt Strider now I think about it. So I wasted some coin.
You have something
Go
to say to me?
I guess. No, we leveled up, so we want to go back.
Traveler.
Do the Fire Guild and nap.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Rest until healed, because that'll fill up my fatigue bar. Strength, endurance, and luck. Again. So you note, see these? All of these are different up to level 20 or 30, I don't remember which, at which point it just gives you the same message over and over again. Some of them can be quite interesting. Right now, though, nothing especially fascinating. I'm pushing strength very hard, though, because, well, Karen Maloo. Was I just afraid of my own damn shadow? Yes, I was. Well, don't I look smart? Okay. Anyway, that's all for today. Next time, we're going to be exploring more of Vivek, which is going to take at least one episode, and possibly even two. Talking to some people, and maybe we'll be able to find an armor who sells some Dwemer gear so we can get some better stuff, because some armors will do that. Not sure if they do at this level, though. Anyway, until then, I'll see you. If you get any questions, suggestions, ideas, feel free to tell me. I'm always open to them. But, until then, goodbye. And I apologize for the interruptions, but, like I said, 4th time recording this.